person really practices compassion, whether the person really practices bodhicitta, whether the person really practices wisdom emptiness, then they will call you, whether you are with the label Rinpoche or not, it doesn't matter. Whether you are with the label Geshe or not Geshe, no, it doesn't matter. They will really respect you, they will really adore you, consider you as a precious one. Whereas with the label, whatever, right? If you don't practice bodhicitta, if you don't practice wisdom emptiness, then the label doesn't benefit. So the real bodhicitta, the Rinpoche, is the precious one. Precious meaning the bodhicitta. This is how it is described here. May the precious bodhicitta that has not arisen in the rise syndrome. So how will this arise? Only through practice. And it is not, this practice is not confined to somebody who have the opportunity to study the Dharma so extensively. If you get the opportunity to study Dharma extensively, you're very fortunate. Even without that, after learning all these steps, then you can do it. You practice it, practice it, practice it. And the Bodhisattva Shantideva said that there's nothing which will not become easy through familiarization. Right? It's just a matter of practice. You practice it. In fact, bodhicitta alone is good enough. You study other things, emptiness, impermanence, all these things you study, but the practice bodhicitta, just focus on the bodhicitta practice alone, that is good enough in this life. This will guarantee us that in the future lifetimes we will meet with the wisdom of emptiness, bodhicitta, tantra, everything this will guarantee us. Right?
You said you need two things.
No, what I'm saying, the bodhicitta, with the bodhicitta, may I become Buddha for the benefit of all sentient beings. What Buddha? Buddha endowed with the three qualities. What qualities? Perfect knowledge. You getting it? Within bodhicitta, automatically it will, all the good qualities will automatically come to you. So this is incredibly precious practice. So therefore the Buddha said that at one point, the Buddha said, Bodhisattvas, you don't have to train in many things. If you train in one thing, all good qualities will come on the palm of your hand. What is that one thing? Then he replied it himself, is the great compassion. With great compassion, all good qualities will automatically attract you. For example, say the mother, right? A mother with the young children, say the two ladies, right? One with one child and one with two, three, four children. And one child, the child is very smart. The child is very smart and doing so good in school, topper. And the other mother with the four children, all the children, they fail in the class. So the mother struggles so much to teach. For to teach, she has to learn herself. Right? While she was in the school herself, she's least interested in science, in mathematics. Now she will learn mathematics, she will learn science. Not for her to pass to graduate, but to help the children because of love. So love will make you acquire the wisdom. Love will make you acquire all these good qualities. This is so precious. Okay.
I want to ask about the Jamchup. Jamchup is enlightenment.
Jamchup is enlightenment.
And here it refers to bodhicitta.
Okay. No, it says Jamchup Sen. It's not just Jamchup. Jamchup is enlightened bodhi, and Sen is chit. Jamchup Sen. Okay. This bodhicitta, once you have generated, this bodhicitta has two kinds of bodhicitta. One is known as aspirational bodhicitta, and the other one is known as engaged bodhicitta. Aspirational bodhicitta and engaged bodhicitta. Aspirational bodhicitta is where, technically speaking, let me put it like this. Aspirational bodhicitta is where you make where you have a very strong the aspiration. May I become Buddha for the better of all sentient beings. I'll become Buddha for the better of all sentient beings. This is the first moment of that experience is known as aspirational bodhicitta. Then, after making this aspiration, then one takes the actual bodhisattva vow. one takes the actual Bodhisattva vow. The vow that we take in the mornings, the last the 4 days, this is not the actual Bodhisattva vow. This is the aspirational Bodhisattva vow. Actual Bodhisattva vow, it has many commitments. Many commitments, right? So there, only if you have the experience of Bodhicitta, very close, if not full-fledged, but something close to the Bodhicitta, then you can take the actual Bodhisattva vow. Once you take the actual Bodhisattva vow and you have the Bodhicitta, that Bodhicitta complemented by the Bodhisattva, actual Bodhisattva vow is known as the engaged Bodhicitta. Bodhicitta, the first Bodhicitta that is generated is known as aspirational Bodhicitta. Right? Then, with this Bodhicitta, then you take the Bodhisattva's vow. Then it becomes the engaged Bodhicitta. Engaged Bodhicitta. And of the two, of course, the second one, the benefit is million times more. Benefit is million times more. At the same time, you have so much of commitments. Right? Okay. Now this Bodhicitta, you also see that there's a mention of 3 kinds of Bodhicitta. So what we discuss now is 2 kinds of Bodhicitta. 2 kinds of Bodhicitta in terms of the one aspiration, other one is engaged, Bodhicitta action. Right? Aspiration and engaged. There's another way of classifying the Bodhicitta into 3. One is known as king-like Bodhicitta, king-like Bodhicitta. Number 2 is the ferryman-like Bodhicitta, boatman or the ferryman-like Bodhicitta. And number 3, shepherd-like Bodhicitta, king-like Bodhicitta, ferryman-like Bodhicitta, ferryman, F-E-R-R-Y, ferry, M-A-N, ferryman-like Bodhicitta, and the shepherd-like Bodhicitta, 3. So, let's start from the shepherd-like Bodhicitta, from the bottom up. Shepherd-like Bodhicitta. Shepherd-like Bodhicitta is where you have the aspiration that I will first let everyone become Buddha. First, I will, for example, say the shepherd. Shepherd, when when you are raising the sheep or the animals, the cattle, what you do is that first you let all the animals go first, and you stay last. You stay last and let all the animals go first. And when all the animals are taken care of, then you go to your own house. Otherwise, you stay last. Likewise, the shepherd-like Bodhicitta is where the Bodhisattva feels or the commits that I'll first let everybody become Buddha. And then I will stay last. I'll become Buddha only after everybody becomes Buddha. So first I'll let everybody become Buddha. So this is known as the shepherd-like Bodhicitta. And the second one is what? Ferryman-like Bodhicitta, boatman-like Bodhicitta. The boatman and the passenger, they go together, they reach together, right? So the Bodhisattva made the commitment that I and all sentient beings will become Buddha together. Shepherd, the ferryman-like Bodhicitta, number 2. Then number 1 is king-like Bodhicitta. Meaning that first I will become Buddha, then I will benefit all sentient beings. Right? Okay, tell me, which of the 3 is more convincing to you? King-like.
No, the shepherd.
Shepherd-like Bodhicitta. Anyone else? Together? Huh? King-like. King-like is better.
The shepherd is very noble, but the king is more realistic, isn't he?
Okay, this is the...
Can I wait until everyone will have...
So why? If you so what's the problem if you have to wait if everybody till everybody knows Buddha?
Because I will not be able to have them.
Huh? Why not?
Because I do
Not
have
perfect.
Buddha, I will not be able to know exactly what
No, the Tamara is saying something different. Tamara doesn't have patience to wait for right? So, okay. it's very boring.
Yeah. No, but if I really want to be an Bodhisattva, I suppose the thing is that you want everyone else to be before you, like you said, everyone else is before me.
So this should be the actual
This is a right thinking of what.
right thing of the Bodhisattva, but for us it's really
But I don't feel.
I don't have that patience.
No.
Okay.
I'm not a Bodhisattva.
Okay, if you're a Bodhisattva, you go for the third one.
Yes. But I think she said something right. That if you're not a Buddha, maybe it's difficult for you to.
Okay, now combine the two things and tell me the answer. What you thought earlier, what Sibila is saying, combine the two and keep me the synthesized version. What do you think now? Which is better, the first or the last?
So maybe the middle. No, I think the first, because of what she said. If I think like
Now don't just quote Sibila, make it your thought, right? From Sibila you got the information.
yeah.
You got information. What do you feel now? What do you feel now?
If I want to take care of everyone, can
Yeah,
I
of
do
course,
that?
of course.
Can I do that without being a Buddha?
No,
Would
this
I
is
have the?
no. This now we have learned already, right? No, now don't ask me. You have to ask me first.
I want to have more clue.
Huh?
I need more information to take decision.
Very good. Okay, very good. Which means that you are thinking. Thinking is very precious. We have to think. Only through thinking, then the transformation takes place. Right? Then the transformation takes place. Okay, the point is that the first one, King like Bodhicitta, is the realistic Bodhicitta. This is what everybody has to cultivate. Everybody, meaning any Bodhisattva, should necessarily cultivate King like Bodhicitta. One. Then why the third one? The shepherd like Bodhicitta. Why it is specified there? It is to build our courage. It is to build our courage, right? Say, Bodhisattva is somebody. We say one of the greatest qualities. There are some qualities which are so important for the Bodhisattvas to have. One, not to injure the feelings of others. Not to injure the feelings of others. Not to injure the feelings of others. Number one, this is so important. Number two, the courage to work for others. The courage to work for others. The two. And number three, skillfulness. There are many unique qualities of bodhisattvas, but these three things are something so unique that we are not to forget. One is
not to hurt others.
not to injure the feelings of others. One. Number two,
Gather courage.
courage to work for others. Number three, skillfulness in the process of working with others. You are bound to face difficulties. You are bound to face the conflicts with other people, right? If you don't do anything, no conflicts will happen, right? If I say, for example, there's the room with the very delicate things there, and you have to clean them up, right? Clean them up because it is for decoration, yet very delicate, right? If you don't work at all, they will not break. If you don't work at all, if you don't enter the house at all, you keep it locked, right? No damage will happen. No articles will break. Only if you try to make them clean, out of concern, you make it clean, sometimes it falls, it breaks, right? So these things are what is bound to happen when you take the courage, when you take the initiative. Taking initiative is one of the Bodhisattva's qualities. This is so important. The courage, meaning courage to do things, courage to do the altruistic things, courage to do the welfare of others, right? Initiative, taking initiative. And I really appreciate what Leola is doing, right? say not only herself is doing this, she's giving the opportunity to others to do, grow. This is so precious. Yes, Bila.
If you are not to injure anyone, injure means to have self-cherishing.
No. So first,
Very painful, but
the one thing is, what we have learned here the last 4 days is what? That if somebody says something, before you say, you ask, what do you mean by injure? Right? This is what we've learned, yes?
She wasn't here.
I know, this is what I'm saying. So this is what we have learned.
yes.
Yes, Tamila?
Yes, yes.
Right? Otherwise we have a problem. Oh, I'm afraid of something. You said, Geshe, don't worry, there's no tiger. Again, my fears continues. Oh, Geshe, now you seem like you're not happy. Oh, don't worry, there's no elephant. No point. What is the best thing to do?
Ask him what
Ask. What are you afraid of? Likewise, what do you mean by injure the feelings of others? Means, say, unnecessarily. For example, say, right? Say the recent footballers, World Cup football World Cup, right?
Mondial.
Football,
We call it Mondial.
Mondial football, right? So they say two players from the France comes to see us here accidentally, come here, and then you saw one playing so good. Oh, you're from the France, the what? France team. And then you say A and B, or the A and B, hey, you are amazing, you are the best, you are so good, you really pulled the France out, you're the one who pulled out. You are actually hurting the other person. You are just hopeless. You do not say this, but it's your unskillfulness that you hurt the sentiments of others, you injure the other person's feeling. Right? So these are the sensitivity required. Whereas there are situations where if you don't say this, it can harm the dharma, it can harm many sentient beings. If you say this person is going to be harmed, mentally hurt, but so many people are going to be benefited. Then you have to, again, there is no hard and fast rule. There's no harm, this is cardinal sin. No. It is just weigh the two things, pros and cons. Where the pros outweigh the cons, go ahead with it, do it. Where the cons outweigh the pros, don't do it. This is how we judge whether we should do, whether we should not do, according to the Buddha's advice. Right? So now with this, for no reason, baselessly, without any reason, just injuring others' feeling for your selfish interest, this is the worst thing. It can be, say, the infraction of the bodhisattvas. Bodhisattvas, make sure that for no reason, you, out of selfish interest, never ever hurt, the injure the feelings of others. Okay, good. So the point is that the third one, the shepherd-like bodhicitta, what for? It is to build our courage. Say the 6 perfections. Right? After getting the bodhicitta, may I become Buddha for the sentient beings, in the mornings we take the words of the vow. Right? In the vow, what do we say? Just as the previous Buddhas, they have generated bodhicitta, and just as they dwelled in the bodhisattva practices, likewise I will also generate bodhicitta and will practice the bodhisattva practices. This is how we make the commitment in the mornings. Right? So the two things. One is just the previous Buddhas generated bodhicitta, and just as they engaged in the bodhisattva practices. What practices? What practices bodhisattvas have to do? 6 perfections. 6 perfections plus 4 perfections making 10. Right? 6 perfections plus 4 perfections. And what are the 6 perfections? Perfection: generosity, morality, patience, choice effort, samadhi, wisdom. 6. So what are the remaining 4? skillfulness,
Prayers.
aspirational prayers,
Power.
Light.
power,
Something like that.
discriminatory wisdom. Discriminatory wisdom. Okay, let's see. Six perfections: generosity, morality,
Patience.
patience, joy, effort, enthusiasm, same, samadhi, wisdom. 6 plus 4: skillfulness, aspirational prayers, power, and discriminatory wisdom. 4, right? Okay. Of the 6 perfections, what is the number 3? Patience, right? So patience is one of the practices which the Bodhisattvas have to do. Okay, if I have to wait till all the sentient beings become Buddha, it's going to be too long. I cannot wait that long. That becomes a little impatient, right? But it doesn't matter. However long it will take, I'm ready to do, right? Okay, they say the mother and the 5 children, right? These young children, it's so difficult for them to, one I take, others stay behind. Other, right? Okay, let them stay. Okay, I'm feeling hungry. I'll take the first one and we'll go. Mother will never say this, right? Mother will make sure that all 5, whether you're hungry, not hungry, all 5 are taken to the destined place, right? Out of love. When you have this love, it transcends the impatience. Okay, good.
I never understood it. The 3 types, in order to build courage, understand that it takes courage and patience and everything, and it's almost impossible mission. It's a huge altruistic mission. But what does it mean that do I have a stage in which I say, okay, in order to build a courage, I will wait until everybody else is going before me? The first two, what are
Okay, there are 2 things. I will wait till everybody becomes Buddha, right? This is one. Another one is, even if I have to wait, I don't mind waiting. You getting it? Even if I have to wait that long, I don't mind. I make sure that all beings are benefited. I make sure that all beings are freed from suffering. Even if I have to wait that long, right? There are 2 things. I will wait till everybody becomes Buddha. This is very unrealistic. It's not true. Other one is, even if I have to wait, I'll wait. Right? This is the courage.
You want to be a king, but you have a karma to be a shepherd. So
Huh? You want to be king?
you want to be a king, but the karma was to be born in the shepherd family.
I don't understand what people are saying. Deep philosophy.
It's a kind of humor to say that your karma is to be shepherd for now, and you'll get the time to be a king.
It's humor.
It's a kind of humor.
Okay, so the basic idea is the king-like is the real bodhicitta, and the shepherd-like bodhicitta is to build your courage and the patience, because bodhisattva deeds are something which may take so long, which require tremendous patience, right? Okay, good. So we're done with this part, and now the best thing would be we will have a short break, and then 15 minutes break, then we'll come back for a second quick session. Okay. Tiyata Om Gati Gati Varagati Varasangati Bodhiswatyata Om Gati Gati Varagati Varasangati Bodhiswatyata Om Gati Gati Varagati